Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into something really special. Some passages from Rumi's Masnavi, Book 1, ancient wisdom, but incredibly relevant.
Absolutely. It's amazing how Rumi's poetry, from so long ago, still speaks directly to personal growth.
Yeah, it's like a roadmap hidden in verse. Our mission today is really to pull out those spiritual gems and practical bits that you can actually use in your life.
Exactly. He uses these incredibly vivid metaphors, these universal truths that just cut right through time.
Okay, let's get into it. Rumi starts with this stunning line: whole gardens bloom when pomegranates smile. Beautiful, right?
Mm,
But then he immediately says, to be like mystics, stay with them a while. So it's not just about like pleasant company.
no, not at all. He's talking about something much deeper, a kind of spiritual osmosis almost. It's about the transformative power of associating with wisdom.
Transformation. Oh.
He uses another really strong metaphor for this.
Yeah.
For even if you should be made from stone, through mystics as a jewel, you'll soon be known.
Wow. Okay. So even something seemingly inert like stone.
Right. Through that connection with, let's say, spiritually realized people, the mystics or Sufi guides, in his context, your own inherent value, like a jewel hidden inside, gets revealed, polished even.
That makes sense. It's not just passive, though. He seems to call us to act. He says, plant love of saints now firmly in your heart. Submit your soul to those who will never part.
Exactly. It's an active choice.
Hmm.
Saints here probably means those pure-hearted individuals, the ones whose presence helps you spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
So Rumi's urging you to consciously cultivate that connection, that inner allegiance,
Yeah.
and choose relationships, offering real clarity and support, not just, whatever comes along.
Choose your spiritual nourishment carefully.
Precisely. And that choice plays out internally, too.
Yeah, he touches on that conflict, doesn't he? Your heart will lead you to the mystic way. Your body drags you to its cell of clay. I think many of us feel that tug of war.
Oh, definitely. It's a core human experience. Rumi sees the heart as your compass, pointing towards spiritual truth. But the body, our physical nature, can kind of tie us down to the material world, to basic needs and desires.
So how do we handle that?
Well, his advice is clear. You need to feed the heart, strengthen its pull. That's why he says, so give your heart food from those in accord. Seek fortune from the ones who know their Lord.
Seek out the right kind of food, the right influences.
Yes. Discern what truly nourishes your soul. Prioritize that.
And speaking of seeking truth, in perhaps unexpected ways, Rumi includes something quite surprising, historically speaking.
Yes, this is fascinating.
He mentions the veneration of the description of the Prophet Mohammad, which was included in the Gospels. That's unexpected.
It really is. Rumi explicitly states, inside the gospel was Muhammad's name, the soul of prophecy who's free from blame. He even talks about descriptions of the prophet's appearance, his life, his practices, all found within a Christian gospel text.
Within a God.
According to Rumi's account, yes. And he mentions a specific Christian group who would apparently kiss the text and raise it to their heads when they read the prophet's name, recognizing the holiness described.
Wow.
And Rumi's point here isn't just historical trivia. He uses it, I think, to show that truth, that divine light or prophecy isn't confined to just one path. It could appear in surprising places, challenging our neat little boxes.
It definitely makes you think about interfaith recognition and where wisdom can surface. So wrapping this up for you listening, what are the big takeaways here?
Well, we've seen Rumi emphasize the huge impact of who you surround yourself with, that alchemy of influence.
Right, and the power of choosing hope over despair, actively cultivating that inner landscape.
Mm-hmm. And finally, this idea of finding profound connections and truths across different traditions, sometimes where you least expect them.
So maybe a final thought to leave you with.
How might looking for those in accord, those who nourish your heart, or even exploring texts outside your usual sphere, how might that reveal unexpected guides, your own sort of gospels for your path today?
Something to definitely reflect on. Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive into Rumi.